Hello, welcome to my new channel, Mae In The Books. I am Marlou, and if you've never seen a video of mine, that's completely possible because this is a new channel. I have been on YouTube for a very long time, making mostly journal videos, sometimes vlogs or other content, but I have a huge love for reading and I really wanted to start a book channel so that anyone who isn't interested in journaling can watch those videos on here. So to start this channel off with a banger, I'm going to do a challenge. I'm going to swap my phone time for reading time, which means I am going to read a lot this week. So if you're excited for that, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me motivate to keep uploading more book videos. Book haul is coming, and I'm sure I'll do reading vlogs and other type of bookish content, and I'm really excited. So yeah, please subscribe, hang around, and let's get into the video. So my average reading time last week was 4 hours and 23 minutes. It's fine, I guess. I mean, I don't count time I spent streaming on my television or on my laptop or my iPad, on which I play Heyday. So it's really the phone time that we're gonna cut off here. But instead of doing it like today is Sunday, so I'm going to do Sunday's time, I am going to do the longest time, which was Tuesday. I spent 4 hours and 53 minutes on my phone, and I'm going to do that time in reading today. I'm going to be home alone, so perfect time to read a lot of hours. And then if another day in the week I'm too busy to read 4 hours, I can just get the reading time from the weekends, in which it's like 2 hours something. So I hope that's clear. So today we're going to read for almost 5 hours. That is crazy. But I did pick a book that I'm really excited to read. It's Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Sutanto. I've heard so many great things about it, and I think it's a really fun, like, quick read. So hopefully it is. I got this one for my birthday from my parents because I really wanted to read it. So we're going to do that, and yeah, I'm just going to keep on updating you as I'm going through this, and yeah, I'm excited to do a challenge. Okay, I'm gonna click start on the timer and we're gonna start reading. I'm sorry for the sounds of my dryer, but I'm at the 100-page mark. And yeah, so if you know what this book is about, it's about the girl murders someone and then the aunts help cover it up, and the murder has already happened. So I'm happy that it's like good paced. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue reading with my little reading buddy. 3.5 hours left, so let's see how far we can get. I'm pausing the timer. We have 3 hours and 18 minutes left. I stopped reading because my dryer is done, so I'm going to unpack it now, but I am at page 115, starting part 2, so that's going well. I think this is how far we are. I had a glorious time with my little reading buddy. So I'm going to take a quick break and then I'm going to continue reading. Subscribe for more cat content. I'm just kidding. It's still light out and a little bit sunny, so I think I'm going to go outside and read for a bit. Because it's so nice to read next to the river. I don't know if you guys have been watching the new show, Daisy Jones and the Six. Such a great book, such a great show. The river is my favorite song, so yes, I'm gonna read by sitting by the river, maybe listening to the song. Oh my god, that's great. Let's go. Okay, I'm at page 208. I have 2 hours left. I am liking the book, but it's a little bit silly. And I expected that, but at the same time, like, how can I say this without giving any spoilers? It's kind of ridiculous. Like, I've never been in this situation, obviously, but still, it doesn't seem realistic. But you know, I can't remember the last time I've read so many pages in one day, so that's a good thing. It's fast paced, it's interesting. But yeah, I'm just going to try. I don't know if I will finish it today. I don't think so. My attention span has definitely dropped, and that's normal when you read for almost 5 hours. No, we're only 3 hours in, but how do people do those 24-hour challenges? I cannot imagine that. If I get a lot of subscribers and a lot of support and love on this channel, I will do it. So, if you want to torture me, subscribe. Gonna continue reading. I have 6 minutes left. But I just finished a book. I finished an entire book in one day. That's crazy. I'm going to talk about the book tomorrow because I'm way too tired to gather my thoughts. It's midnight. But yeah, I read a book in the day. Oh my god, I did like it. But all my other thoughts, I'll come back to it tomorrow. Good morning. Today it's Monday, and yesterday I finished De Even Aunties in one day. I have never read a book in one day, at least not that I can remember, like a adult book. So I'm really impressed by that. At the same time, I'm like, I need to like not read for 5 hours again today. I want a break, but that's not what this challenge is. It's not gonna give me a break. So yeah, my thoughts on the book. It is a fun book. A lot of stuff is happening. It's not boring. It's an easy read. There are just two opinions going through me about this book, because it's like, it does have that children's book feel that I used to feel when I read books, because there's a lot of things happening and that's very entertaining. But I also read a lot of like literary fiction, and then it's so much about characters and their motivations, and that this book does really lack dimension in characters. So I don't know. What are we going to read this book? I will say I don't think I'm going to read the second book. Maybe I will, but I don't think I will, because I didn't love the aunties. I didn't love it. And I do love is like reading about Chinese Indonesian families. That's great. Love to diversify. Is that a word? My reading experience. I think I'm going to give it 3.5 stars, because this is a enjoyable read. It's fun. It's you know what it is? It is a movie. This should be a movie, because it's just so action-packed. And it would be a great movie, and it could be really funny because characters' delivery and stuff can make this really funny, right? If you're reading it, it can go both two ways because it feels a little bit stereotypical, but the author also writes in their note that it's not meant to be that way, but it's just meant to be like her experience with her culture. But it does seem stereotypical in a way that I don't think is funny. It feels a little bit like a early 2000s movie with stereotypical Asian characters, but she wrote herself that that's not what she meant because she is writing about her own culture. So who am I to say that that is stereotypical? Like, I don't, that's not my place. But as reading it, I felt a little bit like, you know what I mean? But I give it 3.5 stars. Mind you, I am pretty harsh critic. I only give 4 stars to a book if I really would recommend it and I really liked it, and I only give 5 stars if there's like nothing I would really change. So you're not gonna see me rate a bunch of book 4 and 5 stars on this channel. I'm sorry. I am critical. I'm critical, but it's a fun book. So if you like light reads and stuff, it's a great book. If you like character driven books, maybe not for you, right? Okay, so today I'll be starting Happy Hour by Marlo Granados. I love that she has sort of my name, but like the American version of my name. Yeah, Jack talked a lot about this book, so I read a lot of books he recommends. I brought this with me on vacation to Egypt, but I did not get to it. So now we're going to read it. I have a little physical TBR, and then I also have a reading app in which I read ebooks and audiobooks. So I'm just trying to get through my physical TBR because I ordered a lot of new books and I'm really excited to read those, but I want to read my physical TBR a little bit first. And then once I've uploaded the book haul, I'm gonna read those. So yeah, this book, I think, is no plot, just vibes, which is quite the opposite of that book. But I think that is fun, you know, mixing it up. I don't think this is a very long book, so I could finish it in one day, but I don't know if I want to be a person who does that. It has 273 pages. That sounds doable, but I don't know if I want to be a person who finishes a book a day. It's great for my 100 books reading goal for this year, but is it good for my mental state? Like all night I was just thinking about the book. I was like, oh my god. I didn't live yesterday, I was just reading my book. Oh, so dramatic. I'll let you know what I set the timer to before I start reading, but I am excited to start reading this book. It's really cute. So let's dive into it. I'm looking all flushed. That's Dutch weather for you. I went grocery shopping and then I listened to my audiobook of After I Do, book by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've read that for an hour, so I decided today I'm going for the second longest time just to get it over with, for if I get busier this week. And I already took off the hour that I already read my book. So I have 3 hours and 45 minutes left to start reading Happy Hour. Let's get to reading. Okay, I'm only 18 pages into the book, but I am enjoying it so far. It's just that it's about something that I love. I love watching movies, watching TV shows, and reading books about just girls, like being like unhinged is a little bit of an exaggeration. I don't know if they're unhinged yet, but they just go out and they, like these two girls, they rent a room for the summer in New York and they just sleep there, the two of them, and then they just party. And I don't know what else is going to happen, but it's just about drinking. Just two friends drinking and traveling, and it's, I want this life. It's so cool. Um, yeah. If you have any like other book suggestions or movies or TV shows about, you know, that kind of like unhinged drinking party travel life, let me know. It's really my cup of tea. Um, so yeah, so far so good. But I'm like 18 pages in. I cannot tell you that I like it, but I am into it. I can say that. Okay, so I made a little bit of progress. I read in the afternoon. I have 2 hours and I just read it. I totally forgot. Okay, I am on page 84. So we're definitely not reading as fast as yesterday, but I always notice I read slower with plotless books because it's not as page turning. Not to say it isn't interesting. I like it. I am curious to where it's going, even though maybe it does not go anywhere. But yeah, it is interesting to see what these women decide because they need to make money, but they are not there legally because they're from England, I think, and they're in America, so they can only do cash jobs because they don't have like a work visa or something. So they're really struggling. Sometimes they just order drinks and then have to fix a guy to get them to get someone to pay for them. So it's a bit stressful. It's like these girlies just don't give a shit. Like they don't seem very mentally ill. Maybe they are, because the things they do are kind of like what I would think you're about to be. What am I even saying? I'm gonna read another 2 hours ish, drinking my beer, fitting for the book, and yeah, 2 hours not that long. We can pull through. My goal is to get to page like 150. I think that would mean we have passed the 50% mark of this book. So that'd be good. So I can just finish it tomorrow, and that would be great. Okay, bye. Hi, so I have an hour and 23 minutes left to read today, and I'm just kind of like, ugh, I don't want to keep reading this book. Even though I like it, I just feel like it's not a book you should read in one go. I get like that sometimes. So I think I will start Girls with Sharp Sticks by Suzanne Young, because it's a book I look forward to reading. I'm gonna read it on Next Story. Sponsor me. Me with no subscribers. Yeah, so let's see how many pages it has on the app. It's different than if it were an actual book. 530 pages. Okay, well, we're just gonna read for an hour and 20 minutes, and then tomorrow we'll finish happy hour, and then we can continue reading this book if it's any good. I think it's about a English girls boarding school, and they're gonna do, I don't know if it's dystopian. It's weird, a little bit like thriller-ish. I don't know. I just like the vibes. Boarding school gives me a Lana Ray vibes, which I like. Okay, I'm done reading for today. I'm at the 17% mark. So I like it so far. It's a little bit spooky because these girls are like trained to be like housewives. It's kind of scary. I mean, unsettling. It's not scary, it's unsettling. So yeah, I'm going to relax, and then tomorrow we'll have another day of reading. So see you tomorrow. Good morning. Excuse my wet hair look. Today I'm going to do the third longest time, which is 4 hours and 16 minutes. Oh my god. Woo. And I'm really excited to also keep reading Girls with Sticks because it was intriguing. But I want to finish this book first. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it or just switch to the other one again. We'll see. But I could finish it because we're almost... No, we're not halfway through, but we're getting there. So, yeah. I got a little reading buddy with me today. Here's the timer. I'm gonna press start and we're gonna read. Hello. I have 2 hours and 42 minutes left. I have 100 pages left. So that's, you know, it's gonna happen if I keep reading this book. I'm having a hard time. Like, when I started reading it, I was immediately into it and I liked it a lot, but nothing really has happened. And even though I knew it was not gonna have a plot, it's just a little bit like, is there something going to happen, or have I already read everything? That's like, I don't know. It's just like, I want it to get to some point, you know? I want to see what's gonna happen. It's just a whole lot of the same, and they're not even having fun, you know? If they at least had fun, or there was like drama or whatever, but it's just like, we need money, and then they go find stupid jobs, and then they don't handle their money so well. Like, they think they do, but like, you can just cook. Crazy idea. Yeah, but so maybe I will not finish this today and go read Girls with Sharp Sticks, because that book is definitely like brewing up to something. I like this book. But on the other hand, I have only 100 pages left. I could be finished with this book. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to read Girls with Sharp Sticks, and then maybe I'll finish it tomorrow. It's just not a book to read a lot of, because it's a lot of the same. Sorry. Hello, it's the next day. Last night I was planning on finishing the book, but then that didn't happen because I went to bed. But I still wanted to finish the book today. Today is a busy day, so I don't know. I also don't know which time thing I should pick for today, because I finished my audiobook after I finished the last 3 hours and 20 minutes. So I don't know what day to count that for, because I do want to finish the last like 40-50 pages of this book, but then I think it should count to yesterday's thing. This is my first challenge ever, and I'm already bending the rules. I'm sorry, it's just really hard to read down to the minute. So yeah, even though I'm busy today, I'll try to finish this book because it's not that long to finish it. And then tomorrow we'll start fresh with finally a time that is more manageable. So looking forward to that. But I guess I should give my review on after I do. I don't know. It was an easy read, listen to it, but it's very like
comfortably written, easy to follow. It really made me think about love and marriage and everything, because that's what it's mainly about. Definitely not my favorite Taylor Jenkins Reid book, obviously, because you know the Californian Dream series are one of my favorites, so you know. So what would I rate it? I don't know. Let me sleep on it. I just finished it a minute ago, so I don't know. It was not bad. It did make me a bit sad throughout, because it just made me feel like happiness is impossible. And that's not what the book is trying to do, because it sort of ends happily. Is that a spoiler? I don't think that's a spoiler. But yeah, throughout the book, I just thought about how much love hurts, and so yeah, it's not a fun read. Like, the end was getting a little bit like, you know, good things happening, but throughout the book, it was just a lot of like, I don't know, sad dead marriage. It's not about death, but you know, the marriage is dead. Yeah. So I don't know. It was just like, when I pick an audiobook, it's not a book I'm desperate to read, because I feel less moved by it in a way. So I didn't have high expectations of this book, and it didn't disappoint me because of that. So maybe I would just give it 3.5 stars. It's a totally fine book. It feels real, but I'm not like obsessed with it. So yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna finish this book and give you my review on this book, and then we're done for today with the reading, because I am so tired. I have rehearsal tonight, I work today, I'm tired. I'll see you tomorrow. No, maybe tomorrow, maybe today. Depends on how long it takes for me to finish this book. So I finished Happy Hour by Marlo Conatos, and I again don't know what to rate this. There were definitely some things. If I were to love this book and keep this book and annotate it, there were multiple things I would have liked to annotate, which is a compliment on the writing. This woman has interesting thoughts, good things to say, a good, interesting view on life, which I love. Okay? So the book itself, I feel like it's not going anywhere, and I don't think it rounds up to anything, and I don't think that it tries to do that and fails. I just think it tries to be something, and maybe it's succeeding at trying to be that, but I don't know if that's for me as a person. The main characters are my age, and I don't really relate to them. I thought I related to them because they're just doing nothing, going out for parties, but they never seem to enjoy the parties, but they go out every day, and they don't seem to realize how, I don't know if they're just not self-aware or they just don't care. I don't know. It's just like they have this life that is like fun because they don't have a job, they have no things to do. Yeah, they have to pay the bills, but other than that, they have nothing in their lives, and still it's not fun. The author, I like how she wrote certain things, loved her view on some of the things that are talked about in this book, but the book as a whole is not my cup of tea. So I think for that I'll give it 3.2 stars, I think. And then I think I'm going to go back to after I do and give it also 3.2 stars, because I think it's a better book than this one. Hello, today is Thursday, and I am so tired, overwhelmed, everything from yesterday. Sometimes you just have a day in which you have to do a lot of things, and then things go wrong, and it's just too much. And yesterday was stopping that. So today I am taking it slow. and it's really weird weather out there, but the sun was shining and I was sitting at my spot that you've seen before, but I didn't film because my phone was charging. But I started my new book, Fowl's Fair by Hannah Capin. I got this also for my parents for my birthday. This book is about a 16-year-old girl that was assaulted at a party, and now she and her friends are gonna kill the guys who did it. So it's giving me a little bit of those like Pretty Liar book vibes. It's a bit darker. It's not like so far it has not been triggering for me. That's of course personal, but it's not like very descriptive of what happened yet. Maybe that will happen, but so far it's more about what happens after. So she dyed her hair, changed schools, and now she's gonna get them. So good for her. So it does really have that tone of like everyone's like, yeah, murder them. So that doesn't really feel like real life yet, but maybe that's a good thing, you know? Maybe it's just this alternative reality where we just murder someone when they do something bad. But maybe it will start feeling more realistic. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying it is a different type of world in here from where I am, but I'm only at page 28, so what do I know? But yeah, I read for half an hour, something like that. So today I also filmed a video for my main channel. It's not my main channel, it's my older channel, May Journals. So if you're interested in seeing a stationery haul, go check that out. Really goes for today, because it's still a challenge. Good morning. I woke up in such a bad mood, but I do need to continue this challenge in this video. So yesterday I didn't read any further than that, and I was like, well, does that mean I failed the challenge? But I was like, you know, I think hopefully people will appreciate that I'm honest about it. Because my boyfriend was like, just lie. And I'm like, no, I want this channel to be truthful. So I only read for half an hour or something. Maybe a little longer, not sure. Anyway, so I have 2 days left, and it's just like, I've read so much this week that I just want to do other things now. And that's why it's become hard to keep going, because your motivation just goes down as the week progresses. And I really have even more respect for the people who do this all the time, challenges like this, harder challenges even. It's a commitment doing a challenge like this. And I'm just not in a good mood, and yesterday I was also not in a good mood. Doesn't mean I don't read when I feel bad, it just means that I kind of just want to do whatever I feel like doing, and reading right now feels like a task that needs to be done. I'll see you in a bit. Hello. So I ended the challenge on Friday because Saturday was just too much happening. I couldn't continue the challenge. So I hope you guys liked this. I'm sorry if you think I failed. It was a little hard at the end, but I think I started off really strong, and it's my first challenge. I think I did okay. So I just wanted to talk about the books I've read. So it's a while later, so I actually also finished Girls with Sticks. It was a little bit sci-fi, so not really my favorite genre or anything, but it was not a bad book. It was just not the love of my life. I have not finished this one yet, so I'm not going to talk about it. Of course, I finished this book in the first day, already talked about it. I still have mixed opinions about it, but yeah, this can be your favorite book, and I would understand why you like it. If you tell me you hate this book, I would also understand why you do. So I'm glad I read it. It was a fun book. It's fine. And then I also finished Happy Hour, which of course I talked about. I love some of the things said in here. Would love to annotate those, put them somewhere. But I don't. I always sell my books. So if you want to buy books from me, you can always send me a message. I also keep them in really great shape so I can sell them and they still look unused. But yeah, this book, not bad, but also not my favorite. So yeah, I finished 2.5 books in the challenge. I think that's pretty good. Oh, that's not true. I also finished after I do. So I finished 3.5 books. Yeah, after I do. I just didn't really like it how it had very little escapism in it. Let's just say it's just a very living reminder of bad things in life. It did not give me the sort of warm feeling that most other Taylor Jenkins Reid's books do. She's really good at creating heartfelt moments, and in this book I just didn't feel much of that. I just felt a sense of depression in it. Maybe that's just me. But overall, a good reading week. These are all like okay books. I don't mind that. I'm used to giving books less than 4 stars. So for me, this is an average reading week. It's not like I had bad luck or anything. So yeah, let me know if you have read any of these books, what you thought. I will be uploading a haul next week, so definitely subscribe and go check that out. And after that, I'll be doing another reading challenge. So if you're excited for that, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you like this video, please leave a like and comment. Show me some appreciation so that I can keep motivated to keep on making more book content, because I'm really enjoying it. So if you do too, let me know. Okay, I'll put all my socials in the description and I would love to see you next time. Bye!